2002 National Electrical Code Article 110.6e mandates field marking of electrical equipment to alert qualified individuals to potential arc flash hazards. While specific requirements may vary across different jurisdictions, several types of labels are generally considered acceptable. Firstly, a sign that simply indicates the voltage, such as 480 volts or 277 volts. Secondly, a sign that states danger 480/277 volts, alternating current, or a similar warning. Thirdly, labels that adhere to the standards outlined in National Fire Protection Association 70E, including the hazard risk category and the necessary approach distance. The purpose of labeling is to furnish specific details regarding potential arc flash hazards, aiding qualified personnel in several key areas. Firstly, it enables them to determine the appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, to wear. Secondly, it helps them establish safe working distances. Thirdly, it provides a better understanding of the possible consequences of an arc flash incident. Certain jurisdictions might have additional stipulations for labeling, such as 1. The labels must be easily visible and readable from all angles. 2. The labels must be permanently affixed to the equipment. And 3. The labels must be updated whenever the equipment undergoes modifications or upgrades. The requirement for field marking equipment intended for qualified personnel might appear repetitive, given that qualified personnel are already expected to possess knowledge about the risks. However, the code acknowledges that even qualified personnel can make errors or become careless. The labels serve as a constant reminder of potential hazards, thereby fostering a stronger culture of safety awareness. Arc flash is a dangerous electrical explosion that occurs when a flashover of electrical current leaves its intended path and travels through the air from one conductor to another or to ground. This can occur in any electrical equipment, such as switchgear, panel boards, motor control centers, and transformers. The temperature of an arc flash can reach as high as 35,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 4 times hotter than the surface of the sun. This extreme heat can cause severe burns, blindness, hearing loss, and even death. In addition to the thermal hazards, arc flashes also produce a pressure wave that can cause traumatic brain injury and other serious injuries. The pressure wave can also propel objects at high speeds, causing additional injuries. The ultraviolet radiation produced by an arc flash can also damage the eyes and skin. It is important to take precautions to prevent arc flashes from occurring. These precautions include energizing equipment before working on it, using properly rated personal protective equipment, and following safe work practices. Qualified personnel are those who have the skills and knowledge necessary to work safely on electrical equipment. This includes understanding the hazards of arc flash and how to prevent them. Qualified personnel should also be trained in the use of personal protective equipment and safe work practices. The Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, requires employers to protect their employees from arc flash hazards. This includes providing training, personal protective equipment, and safe work practices. OSHA also requires employers to conduct a hazard assessment to identify potential arc flash hazards and to develop a plan to protect employees from these hazards. National Fire Protection Association 70E is a consensus standard that provides guidance on how to protect employees from arc flash hazards. National Fire Protection Association 70E covers a wide range of topics, including hazard assessment, personal protective equipment, and safe work practices. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a set of codes and standards that govern the safe installation and maintenance of electrical equipment. The National Electrical Code requires that electrical equipment be labeled with the voltage and the available fault current. This information is used to determine the potential arc flash hazard. The Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE, is a professional organization for electrical engineers. IEE has developed several standards related to arc flash, including IEE 1584, which provides guidance on how to calculate the incident energy of an arc flash. Incident energy is the amount of energy that is released during an arc flash. This information is used to select the appropriate personal protective equipment. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, is equipment that is worn to protect employees from hazards. Personal protective equipment for arc flash includes flame-resistant clothing, gloves, face shields, and helmets. The type of personal protective equipment that is required depends on the potential arc flash hazard. Safe work practices are procedures that are followed to reduce the risk of arc flash. Safe work practices include energizing equipment before working on it, using properly rated tools, and maintaining a safe distance from energized equipment. Arc flash hazard assessment is a process that is used to identify potential arc flash hazards and to determine the level of risk. The arc flash hazard assessment should be conducted by a qualified person. An arc flash study is a detailed analysis of the electrical system that is used to determine the potential arc flash hazards. An arc flash study should be conducted by a qualified person. An arc flash mitigation is a measure that is taken to reduce the risk of arc flash. Arc flash mitigation measures include installing arc flash relays, using current limiting fuses, and increasing the working distance. The National Electrical Code Article 110.16 is a critical component of electrical safety, designed to mitigate the risks associated with arc flash hazards. The core requirement is the field marking of electrical equipment, a directive aimed at providing a clear warning to qualified personnel about potential arc flash dangers. This seemingly straightforward requirement has several layers of implications and considerations that are essential for a comprehensive understanding of electrical safety protocols. The primary intent behind National Electrical Code Article 110.16 is to ensure that qualified personnel are adequately informed about the specific hazards present when working with electrical equipment. Arc flash incidents are known to cause severe injuries, including burns, blindness, hearing loss, and even fatalities. By mandating the use of warning labels, the code aims to reduce the likelihood of such incidents by prompting personnel to take necessary precautions. Several types of labels can satisfy the requirements of National Electrical Code Article 110.16. One approach is to use a sign that simply states the voltage of the equipment. For example, a label might read 480 volts or 277 volts. This provides immediate information about the electrical potential of the equipment. Another acceptable option is to use a sign that includes the word danger followed by the voltage, such as danger 480/277 volts alternating current. This type of label emphasizes the hazardous nature of the equipment. Labels that meet the requirements of National Fire Protection Association 70E are also compliant with National Electrical Code Article 110.16. National Fire Protection Association 70E provides comprehensive guidelines for electrical safety in the workplace, including detailed information about arc flash hazards, risk assessment, and personal protective equipment, or PPE. Jurisdictions may have additional requirements beyond those specified in the National Electrical Code. These additional requirements might include stipulations about the visibility, legibility, and permanence of the labels. For example, some jurisdictions may require that labels be visible from all angles or that they be made of a durable material that can withstand harsh environmental conditions. It is also important to note that labels must be updated whenever equipment is modified or upgraded. This ensures that the information on the labels remains accurate and reflects the current state of the equipment. The requirement to field mark equipment for qualified personnel may seem redundant at first glance. Qualified personnel are, by definition, individuals who have the skills and knowledge necessary to work safely on electrical equipment. However, the National Electrical Code recognizes that even qualified personnel can make mistakes or become complacent. The labels serve as a constant reminder of the potential hazards and help to reinforce safe work practices. The labels provide specific information about the potential arc flash hazard, enabling qualified personnel to make informed decisions about personal protective equipment, or PPE, and safe working distances. By clearly indicating the voltage and other relevant information, the labels help to prevent errors and ensure that personnel are adequately protected. The labels help to create a culture of safety awareness within the workplace. By emphasizing the importance of electrical safety, the labels contribute to a safer and more productive work environment. The requirement for field marking electrical equipment also helps to ensure compliance with other electrical safety regulations and standards, such as those promulgated by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA. By complying with National Electrical Code Article 110.16, employers can demonstrate their commitment to providing a safe and healthy work environment for their employees. In summary, National Electrical Code Article 110.16 is a critical component of electrical safety, designed to mitigate the risks associated with arc flash hazards. By mandating the use of warning labels, the code aims to reduce the likelihood of arc flash incidents and promote a culture of safety awareness within the workplace. The labels provide specific information about the potential arc flash hazard, enabling qualified personnel to make informed decisions about personal protective equipment, or PPE, and safe working distances. By complying with National Electrical Code Article 110.16, employers can demonstrate their commitment to providing a safe and healthy work environment for their employees. Arc flash incidents are a significant safety concern in the electrical industry. These incidents can occur when there is an unintentional electrical arc between two conductors or between a conductor and ground. The arc flash can generate intense heat pressure waves and loud noises, posing serious risks to personnel working in the vicinity. To address these hazards, electrical safety standards and regulations such as National Electrical Code Article 110.16 have been developed to provide guidance on how to mitigate the risks associated with arc flash incidents. National Electrical Code Article 110.16 focuses specifically on the field marking of electrical equipment to warn qualified personnel of potential arc flash hazards. This requirement is intended to ensure that individuals who work with or around electrical equipment are aware of the potential risks and can take appropriate precautions to protect themselves. The specific requirements for field marking may vary depending on the jurisdiction and the type of equipment. However, in general, the marking should include information about the voltage, the available fault current, and the arc flash hazard level. This information can help qualified personnel assess the potential risks and select the appropriate personal protective equipment, or PPE, and working practices. In addition to the field marking requirements, National Electrical Code Article 110.16 also emphasizes the importance of training and qualification for personnel who work with electrical equipment. Qualified personnel are individuals who have the skills, knowledge, and experience necessary to safely perform electrical work. They should be trained in the proper use of personal protective equipment, or PPE, and should be familiar with safe work practices. The requirement to field mark electrical equipment may seem redundant, as qualified personnel are expected to be aware of the potential hazards associated with electrical work. However, the purpose of the marking is to provide a visual reminder of the risks and to help ensure the qualified personnel do not become complacent. The markings can also be helpful in situations where qualified personnel are working with unfamiliar equipment or in unfamiliar environments. It is important to note that field marking is just one component of a comprehensive arc flash safety program. Other important elements of such a program include hazard assessment, risk mitigation, and emergency response planning. A hazard assessment involves identifying potential arc flash hazards and evaluating the likelihood and severity of potential incidents. Risk mitigation involves implementing measures to reduce the risk of arc flash incidents, such as installing arc flash protection devices and using safe work practices. Emergency response planning involves developing procedures for responding to arc flash incidents, including providing first aid and evacuating personnel. The ultimate goal of an arc flash safety program is to protect personnel from the hazards associated with arc flash incidents. By implementing a comprehensive program that includes field marking, training, hazard assessment, risk mitigation, and emergency response planning, employers can create a safer work environment for their employees.